Hello, all you beautiful people out there, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. Why don't you go down, click the subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss any episodes. For my fans and subscribers, welcome back. I appreciate the patronage. So, today is Atheist Church, as always. It's a bit of an odd hour for me to have atheist church. Uh, but anyway, today's topic is Christian inclusivity versus exclusivity. And so I want to explain why I wanted to do this uh, episode of Atheist Church. Um, I don't really have a problem with what I term inclusive Christians. Now, inclusive Christians are those who welcome with open arms the LGBTQ plus community. Um, they also don't believe in a literal hell. They believe that hell is figurative. Um, and so they tend to be pretty liberal Christians, right? We're not talking about fundamentalists. We're not talking about Pentecostals. We're talking about more of the Reformed churches. Um, so that's what we're talking about. And I have no problem with liberal Christians or even moderate Christians. Um, Now, it depends on where the Christians fall on the moderate scale. If they're more toward conservative, I may have more of a problem with them. But for the most part, if they're moderate to liberal Christians, no harm, no foul. You know, believe what you want. I don't really care. Uh, my my channel is generally aimed toward trying to get people out of the mindset of exclusive Christianity. Um, and then, of course, because religion is kind of my thing, religion in general, even though I have kind of taken this detour into Christianity. And so, I have got a lot of stuff on religion in general and then Christianity. And if that uh, interests you, I really would like you to subscribe and see what I have to offer. Uh, so, anyway, getting into atheist church. Um, so, I don't really have, like I said, I don't have a problem with inclusive Christians. My problem comes with exclusive Christians. So, how do I define exclusive Christians? So, I define exclusive Christians as Christians, mind you, who think that the LGBTQ plus community um, are sinners, the people who believe hell is a real place and that their God is going to send you to hell for eternity to be tortured forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Um, also, I include within the exclusive Christians the well, we're the only Christians. So I'm talking about things like Jehovah's Witnesses and conservative Catholics. The more liberal Catholics, I don't have a problem with. Um, uh, Pentecostals, they're usually fundamentalists. There may be liberal Pentecostals out there, but usually Pentecostals fall under the umbrella of fundamentalism. And I actually have a series on Pentecostalism. Just search my channel for it and you'll find it. Um, and uh, then we have, like the Calvinists who pretty much think that, if you are a Christian, God chose you and you're special and la di da di da. And, and if you aren't a Christian, well, fuck you. So, those kinds of things. Those are what I'm defining as Christian inclusivity versus exclusivity. So now that we've got what I consider those definitions out of the way, sorry about that. Um, let's talk a little bit about these inclusive and exclusive Christians. Um, the inclusive Christians, like I said, I don't really have a problem with inclusive Christians because they're not like trying to shove their religion down other people's throats. That's not what they're about. They're about, practicing their religion. Most of them actually do try to live up to um, what people think Christians generally are, which are good, loving, caring, generous people. Um, exclusive Christians, not so much. Most of the time, exclusive Christians could care less, you know, unless they're trying to convert you. Then they're going to go at you really, really hard. And you have to say, you know what? Just stop. I'm not interested. And by the way, if you come across an exclusive Christian, you pretty much have to put the brakes on. And I'm spilling their secrets because they are going to go hard at you to try to convert you because most of them really, really have been brainwashed to believe that unless you believe the way they believe, then you are going to go to hell. And they think that they are doing you a favor by saying, hey, you know, um, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, blah, 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 blah. Those of us who live in Christian countries, especially majority Christian countries like the United States where I live, have heard all of this before. If not, grew up in this shit and have left for obvious reasons. You know, um, I actually give my story about deconversion, you know, um, and how I found out that Christianity is not true. And by extension, probably other religions too, you know, um, but, like I said, if inclusive Christians want to practice their religion, I don't have a problem with that. They're not out there on the street corner barking, you know, Jesus Christ is the best thing since apple pie, blah, 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 blah. Um, I mean, they're just not. They're like, you know what, dude? I believe this, but you don't have to. And, if you don't want to believe, that's fine. And, you know, but I believe it. So we're all good here. That's fine. That's fine. You know, um, my, um, my problem with Christianity comes from the exclusive Christians. And I grew up as part of the independent fundamentalist Baptists. And that is very exclusive. Um, very Calvinist, very Calvinist. Um, but Calvinism is not, I cover this in my Calvinism video. Calvinism is not a branch of Christianity. It is more of a theology, and Calvinists come in more flavors than just Baptists. Uh, just saying, just throwing that out there. Um, so, like I said, Calvinism isn't a flavor of Christianity. It's just a theology that some, but not all Christians adhere to. So there's that. Um, Otherwise, you know, inclusive Christians, practice your religion. Have at it. Do what Jesus says. You know, I don't have a problem with that. Uh, Exclusive Christians, I'm going to keep up my campaign against you. That's all there is to it. You are not going to shut me up. This is a free country. And as long as I don't violate YouTube terms of service, you know, my channel's going to stay up. And I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. YouTube, this is a very important disclaimer. I don't hate anybody. But I do think that exclusive Christianity is dangerous. And we can see how dangerous it is. But I'm not going to get into that. So, anyway, very, very short atheist church today. Uh, just, wanted to get into, um, a lot of the, between what I consider the inclusives and the exclusives and yada, yada, yada. So, anyway, thank you for tuning in to Atheist Church. Leave a like, leave a comment, or if you dislike the stream, leave a dislike. I don't care. Uh, and leave a comment, you know. I don't really care. Good or bad. Good or bad, I don't care. You know, I don't expect compliments. I just don't. Not with what I do. I don't. You want to bitch at me? Bitch at me. That's your right. You know. Um, anyway, that's all for today. And I will see you guys later. All right. Bye.